Ashley, the Trekker's Wife Life here. I'm sorry the lighting's not great. It is nighttime. I am currently in Missouri. I have been from Texas all the way up to Missouri, and I'm heading to Pennsylvania. It's supposed to be rainy the next couple days, so we'll see how that goes, which means I'm parked for the night, but I am not going to leave during the nighttime hours. I could leave at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but I will wait until the sun starts coming up so I can see where I'm going for safety reasons. I have my coffee set up for the morning. I have my book ready for tonight. I read a book on Nook. I spent my evening having chips and salsa and listening to a story on Audible. It's been a great day. It's been a busy day. Some of the busiest days, you don't get many miles. I don't think I even drove 300 miles today. I worked maybe under 6 hours today, but it was, getting to a receiver, getting hooked up to a new trailer, dropping the trailer I had, getting on the road, getting weighed. Before I went, I had a trailer, I did a washout. My GPS kind of took me on a crazy path where it told me to take a left out of the truck stop, and I am in the stockyards here in St. Joseph's, Missouri, and it took me to where all the trucks deliver the grains for the stockyards. And so I had to find a place to turn around, which was in a parking lot with a railroad track, so double danger. I was able to turn around and get back on the path to where I needed to go to drop my trailer and pick up a new trailer that was loaded and ready for me to go. They told me it was going to be a live unload. When I first looked at the location, I was like, oh my gosh, this is tight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to back easily into one of these spaces. So when they told me it was a live unload, a drop and hook, that I got to drop my tractor off in the empty yard and pick up another tractor, I was like, yay! That is the easiest and quickest solution for a trucker. So there was a truck in the way of where I was supposed to drop my trailer, so the yard dog said, hey, just back in there and drop your trailer. I'll put it in the spot when he's gone. And he said, by the way, your trailer is at door 1, which is right in front of the gate, so you have a straight shot out of here. So that couldn't have been better. And I was so excited to get on the road that I actually forgot to weigh my truck. So I went past a couple places where they had scales, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to weigh my trailer before I get to a weigh station. And luckily, the only weigh station I went by is no longer a weigh station, it's just truck parking. And I finally, maybe 100 miles later, came across a weigh station where, a scale where I could scale my load. I wasn't really concerned because it's only about 38,000 pounds, so my tandems set on 2, I think, which should be fine. So I went over the scale, everything came out good. I love it when my tandems are up further because it's easier to make those turns in this really long vehicle. It's been a good day. I got tired. So I did stop before I had a lot of hours, before I had a lot of miles. Tomorrow's going to be a long day, but tomorrow is straight driving. I'm going to go into, from Missouri to Illinois to Ohio, make my way towards Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania will be nice because it's the mountains. The only thing I'm facing is that we have a lot of rain in our forecast. So I will not be leaving before the sun comes up because I do not like to drive in the rain in the dark. It's too hard to see. And we'll go from there. And so, welcome to my humble abode. Like I said, every day I get up in the morning, I make my bed, I clean up. I've been in a lot of lime yards. Okay, lime is a type of rock that they put in their yards. It gets all over your shoes. I had it on my rugs, I had it on my floors, I had it on my pants. So I brushed off my rugs, I swept my floors and vacuumed. I have Simple Green, I spray it down and I wipe it all down with a washcloth, so my truck got clean today. Because we're going to have a lot of rain, so tomorrow morning when I get up, I'm going to Windex my windows and I'm going to use rubbing alcohol. And that helps prevent the fogging that you can get with the rain when the temperature outside may be cooler or warmer than what's in the truck. It makes it harder to see. So this is what's going on, and thanks again for joining me for my journey. My husband told me I should tell more stories. He said I'm a really good storyteller. So this is my story for today. That, Missouri is absolutely gorgeous. It's huge, spacious farmlands and cattle lands. And, he's like, well, the other day you had this donkey in your picture. Why didn't you tell a story about the donkey? Or, I was in New Mexico and I went by this truck stop and they had this huge metal sculpture of a Roadrunner. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, beep beep. Remember Roadrunner and Coyote show? Bugs Bunny and all that. For all of those that are my age, I'm 56 years old, we would get up on a Saturday morning and we would tiptoe really quietly to the TV, because all we had to do on Saturday mornings was watch cartoons. And really, that was the only time we had cartoons. We didn't have them available like they are 24/7 now. So Saturday morning cartoons were a treat for us, and we tried to be really, really quiet so we didn't wake up our parents. So we, get up and make our bowl of cereal and watch, all of our cartoons, which was, Bugs Bunny and Roadrunner and the Flintstones and the Jetsons and stuff like that. So anyway, I went to New Mexico, and I'll put a clip of this. I actually photographed a picture of this sculpture. It is a Roadrunner, and it's huge. I mean, this thing must be like, I don't know measurements, but it's gigantic. This gigantic Roadrunner. Little Roadrunner that they had at this truck stop or rest area, and it was so cool. So I was thinking about what would be the story behind this Roadrunner. So I'm gonna try, on my husband's suggestion for some of my future videos, that when I find really cool things to make up a story to go with it, like the last video when I had the donkey, that, the trail of the donkey, this donkey came up all the way from Guatemala and he carried people on his back and he was so tired and he was worn out and he was so thin, it was all skin and bones, and this little donkey, his whole mission in life was to get people across the border to a better life and to a better wellness and away from the cartels and the guerrillas, and guerrilla meaning guerrilla warfare. And so this donkey made this journey all the way to New Mexico, and he finally found a home in this yard, and these people take care of him, and they feed him, and they brush him, and they wash him, and they love him. And the donkey found the American dream. And so I'll put a little clip of the donkey also, because I love donkeys. Anyway, you all have an amazing day. I will talk with you soon. I'm heading my way to Pennsylvania. If I'm able, without rain and huge bugs splatter all over my windshield, which I have right now, take some videos, because the Pennsylvania area, one, you have the Amish, which have the most amazing farmlands and farmhouses. They're absolutely gorgeous, and nothing is cleaner and neater than the Amish farms. But it's also the very Norman Rockwell type of towns. They're so beautiful. So I'll see what I can do for you all and get some of this videotaped. Like I said, I'm completely addicted to Audible, and I cannot do Audible and record on my phone at the same time. But I did order a camera. So when I get home time, I'm gonna get my new camera and get that set up in my truck so I can record and listen to my Audible at the same time, because I don't know how I'm gonna make these, hundreds and hundreds of miles without listening to my stories. Big news, April 1st, my husband and I, we go to orientation for KLLM expedited teams. We're finally gonna get to ride together. So I'm gonna be able to get some more video. I am gonna rope him in to take video of me doing, pre-trips and hooking and unhooking and backing and, all the things that we do as a trucker. And, it's not an easy job. I want you all to really appreciate what we do, to bring you all the products that make your life so nice. All of your food, all of your cosmetics, your clothing, your everything that you purchase at the stores, we bring to you. Truckers used to be the heroes of America. Now truckers are kind of the zero of America. But we are the ones that make your comfortable life so possible. and just a little bit of appreciation would be nice. I'm not bitter, not at all. I love you all. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming along for the journey. I hope in the next couple days I can give you some beautiful footage of Missouri, Illinois, and Ohio, Pennsylvania. Those are the states I'll be going through. And I love y'all. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I really appreciate your comments. I love the conversations. And take care. God bless. Don't quite remember where this was, but this was a barbecue dinner that I got to have. We do eat well out here.